Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to Sunday mornings messages of love from above. Hope you guys had an amazing weekend. And for those of you on the other side of the world, happy Sunday evening, maybe even Monday morning to some of you. Good to see you guys. Let's get the desktop all set up here and we will get into it. And a lot going on, right? I was just noticing also Saturn is entering its pre-shadow today for its retrograde. So maybe I'll talk a little bit about that energy. We'll see. We'll see. All right. I think that's good there. Let's make sure this is live. Boom. All right. I think we're good there. So, of course, before we jump in, let's send some love out to the world. And when one of us sends unconditional love out to the world, it like transforms or counterbalances a million other individual souls that are experiencing um, fear, lower vibration, right? So never underestimate your power of sending out love to the world in meditation and prayer, however you do it. And when we join together to do it, it multiplies, doesn't add on, it multiplies together. So if you want to join me, of course, I welcome that, whether you're watching live or on replay. So I'm going to take a big, deep breath, come back to right here, right now. Beautiful. And as I hit the singing, well, I'll be hitting it 3 times and just allow that unconditional love energy to flow into your own being, your heart, your cells of your body, your life, and then flow out to the rest of the world. So here we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me in doing that. Just put it back here as it continues to finish out its little song there. And excited just for what we got going on in the energies and everything else. Hey, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. So, of course, tomorrow we've got the Libra full moon lunar eclipse. Oh, my goodness. A lot of great energy there. So we have this pick a card, which also includes information on how to make the most of the Libra full moon energy. The release ceremonies, it can be very powerful. So it talks about that in there. Also, we have an eclipse alert, which this talks about. There's a pick a card, of course. Excuse me, frog came out of nowhere. Also includes an eclipse guide on how to make the most of the eclipse energy, because we've got tomorrow night the lunar eclipse, then 2 weeks later the solar eclipse. So some great information. It does impact us 4 to 6 weeks before and after. So important to know what the energy is about, how to use it for your best. It's like, anything is an energy forecast, knowing the phases of the moon, all those kind of things as well. Sorry. I was like, "What is that?" I have, incense going there, and there was, like, this little cloud. I'm like, "Do you guys see that?" It was just incense. I thought it was spirit. Maybe it is spirit, you know? Alright, also this week, I'm a little giddy today. Um, we also have the equinox started, both the spring and the fall, depending on what hemisphere you're on. And so there's a playlist here for each individual zodiac sign. So there's 12 videos, and you can even look into what what area of your life you're wanting. Like if it's love, then you can do Venus or and your moon, different things like that. So you can check that out. And of course, because the equinox in March means Aries season. So here's a pick a card for Aries and happy birthday to all you Aries sun babies. Here's a pick a card for everyone, but for Aries sun babies, you have a bonus 3-month reading for your birthday. So if you have an Aries in your life, make sure to send them the link and wish them a happy birthday from their brother Zed. And then we had a new podcast episode come out today, and it is The Power of Choice. So I have a podcast I started evidently 7 episodes ago, which is from chaos to cozy. We come from cozy down here to chaos, and then we have a journey back to cozy. And it's about, I talk about the darkest time in my life where I almost killed myself. And then that was like when I was 22 and I'm 37 now, so it's about 15 years ago. Wink, wink. I'm actually 57, so it was a while ago. And then so we talk about this whole podcast is the journey of tools spirit gave me, knowledge they gave me, things that we learned through the process of stepping up more and more out of chaos into cozy. So be sure to check that out. And lastly, we came out with life purpose readings at the beginning of March, and they are half off until the end of the month. So be sure to check those out if those interest you. All right, I think that's all the blah, blah, blah for now. So we'll put that down there. So if you're new to my channel or new to these readings, how they work, I go down in order in the chat. First come, first serve for the free readings. There's no list, special list. The chat is it. If you don't want to put your business out there, you can ask for a general reading. Spirit knows what you want. I think that's it there. And if anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange. Step out of the free readings, dive deeper, pull more cards for those. And then I go back into the free readings and then continue to move down the list. You can use super chat, and then also in the description box of the video have my Venmo, my Cash App, my PayPal, and my Square. So whatever way, and any donation, I don't look at the dollar amounts because I know everyone's finances are different, from person to person, really moment to moment, right? But person to person too, and then also country to country, the cost is different of living everywhere, right? So so there you go. That's it. Boom, boom. I'm going to be using this beautiful craft cards tarot deck today. It's a standard tarot with some new colorization on it, which I like. All right, so let's get into it. We have some donations, so we'll start there. And let me just double check real quick here. Let me scroll. And of course, shout out to one of my YouTube channel members, Johanna Urison. You'll see their names in green with a little badge. So hello. Thank you for your monthly contribution because it does help me do the free reading stuff. So thank you. And we'll look into the Pokemon, the Bull guy. All right. So up first, we got Mia. Thank you so much for your donation. Good to see you. Whoops. Sorry, it just moved up here. Let me undo that there. Sorry. HTTPS. I will give that love again in here in a minute. And a like, so thank you. Hello. Let's see here. There you are down there. I am doing very well. I hope you are doing very well, my dear. You had a few setbacks and couldn't send it yet. It's Tuesday, Wednesday next week, the right moment to send your letter. Oh, will he be alone? All right, let's take a look here. Let's take a look. Well, it is Mercury. We're in the pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde too. So, communication is a little bit spotty. Let's take a look here. So will he be alone, and is it a good time? All right. The first two cards that came up here, we've got of course, the Two of Cups, and we've got the Magician card coming in here. So it tells me regarding a relationship, it's the Magician is about action and movement and not waiting. It's the master manifester, so it tries to go, 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 go. So I feel like that is a thumbs up for that. And yeah, and we even got, the Ace of Swords, which is new communication. We got the Eight of Swords, which is a good positive card as far as movement of communication as well. Any even numbers are good with any of the cards really, because when there's four on each side, there's this wonderful flow. If there's an obstacle in the middle, then that's what happens there. And the Seven of Cups does talk about emotional confusion. So just know that right now they're kind of in a little bit of even on the bottom of the deck, they've got the Devil card, which is the Capricorn, shaky, ratty, rolly, kind of energy. And Saturn started its pre-shadow into its retrograde. It goes retrograde like in June. So we're just tiny little bit of we're starting to get a nudge to go even more into deeper introspection um, in our lives. It's like the Devil card. It's like a little mini Saturn return. We're all going to be pulled in internally, especially the retrogrades June 29th to November 15th. So that's like the extreme time, but we start to feel it in the pre-shadow. But it just started today, and it's 3 months from now. So, you know, you're good in sending it. You said what here in a couple next week? Yeah, next week we'll be fine with that. So it looks positive. They're just going through some stuff, so just know that, give them that space. And I do feel like they'll be alone because they're this Eight of Swords and the Devil card is all about introspection, and I feel like they're away from things, focusing on their thoughts. So I feel like it's a good time for that. So, shoo, so that's what they have for you, Mimia. I like it. So, looks like things are all green, green to go. All right, so that's what they have for you, Mimia. So many blessings to you. Thank you again for your donation. I appreciate that. And HTTPS, hello, hello. Let me give that some love and a like. There we go. Perfect. And you'd like messages from your spirit team? Absolutely. Oh, you know what I wanted to do too? Sorry, just back a little bit. Mia. I actually got an angel number oracle deck, and so I wanted to also throw in it's like a fortune cookie after the reading meal. So I want to give those. So let's take a look here. Yeah, so Mia, you got 999 is your card here. Let's see, is it going to focus? Wow, what's going on with the focusing? Well, I'll read it to you anyway. It's release, balance, finances, success, wealth, cycles. What goes around comes around. It says your current circumstances are ending, so you might take advantage of better ones. If you're experiencing a significant change or conclusion, viewing your life as a series of cycles or chapters may be helpful. How can you make room for something new to emerge? Ooh, all right. So that's what they have for you. Mia, that's your fortune cookie. Your fortune cookie angel number. All right. So HTTPS, we're into your energy now. Let's see here. What does your spirit team want you to know right now? I don't know if you ever watched Saturday Night Live. Um, it's when Will Ferrell and what was her name? He was really tall, she was really short, and they dressed up as cheerleaders, and they were hilarious, and that's what they're showing me. They're like, "Yeah, we go team." They're like dressing up as cheerleaders and cheering you on. They're so funny. Your guides are hilarious. All right. So let's see what we have going on here. Right. Wow. Okay. Well, you do have here um some great cards, The bottom of the deck is some interesting energy with all this other stuff, but this tells me it's very positive. All these other cards that came out are like boom, We've got the 5 of Cups, which is movement from old ways of feeling to new ways of feeling, going from lower vibrational emotion to higher vibrational emotion. And the first card that came out was the 4 of Pentacles, which is a solid foundation in the outside world, and this feeling of home that's coming in here. And I like this. Like, home is always where the heart is. And it's like this reevaluation energy that's coming in here with all of this. And the next 2 cards that came out together were the 2 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. So this giving and receiving, this equal giving and receiving, and this important relationships here too. So I don't know. I feel like dual type of messages coming in here from 2 sides. On one side, this is about your home and the relationships and the balance within your home. I'm not sure if you live with someone or, but it's like there's this equal, it just feels like things are coming into really a wonderful new balance in your home. But then there's also this energy of home, like where mama is, that's like it's in my head. That's mama, it's home is where mama is. And there's this wonderful balancing that comes in with relationship to what home would be, as a child kind of energy. So I like this coming in. It just feels like things are really with all the energy that's going on here, it's like um it just is all fitting well with all of your energy. There's a lot of opportunity for a lot of um turbulence in life coming this year with Pluto in Aquarius and all the stuff that's all happening at the same time. We had a really good quiet before the storm that's coming, with all the planets direct. We have had a great time. And now it's like, all right, here we go. But our energy, we don't have to invest in the lower vibration. We can all focus on the higher vibration and ride the wave instead of get hit by the tsunami, right? Which I feel is what's going on with you. I feel like you're riding the wave and you're just like in this really like cool dude kind of energy up there. And so I like all that. And then even you got the the Wheel of Fortune and the World card. World card is endings and beginnings. The 10 of the Wheel of Fortune can be endings and beginnings, but the World card is victory, and the Wheel of Fortune, of course, is really good. So I do feel like there is this transformation of emotional energy that's happening that's just bringing in this sense of joy for no reason at all. It's like you wake up and you're just like, wow, it's kind of how I woke up this morning. I mean, it must be eclipse energy and the full moon and everything because I woke up at 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. and I go, I should just get up because I would just felt like a hug from spirit. And I feel like that's kind of what's entering into your life right now. And you're not imagining it if it's already starting to happen. So I like all this. You also, on the bottom of the deck, you've got the Queen of Wands. So it is an important time for you to connect with spirit, definitely here. great opportunity. It's like the veil is extra thin for you to hear from spirit and to connect with spirit too. So I like this energy that's coming in here for you. Um, yeah, and that's what they have here. We'll get you an angel number two. It's what additional message they have here for you. Let me just put these back in. All right. So let's take a look here. Angel number. So, what additional message do they have for you here? What is your fortune cookie for your reading is? All right, here it is. Yeah. Card 111, intuition, and all these you have these endings, beginnings, right? And this is intuition. It's moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy. There's the joy, movement, self realization, taking action, unconditional love. And it says, time to implement long cherished ideas. You're on the right track toward making your dreams and visions a reality. I think that's what they've been talking about lately, too. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. I love it. Can't make it up. You just can't make this up. All right. So that is what they have for you, HTTPS. So many blessings to you. Appreciate it. Thank you again for your donation. And all right, boom, cool dude, riding the waves. All right, and then Jeep, you are up next. So let's give you some love and a like there. All right, so advice for next week because you're going back to work. All right, let's take a look here and see what does Spirit wants you to know right now. All right, about going back to work, what advice? Okay, that and these two. All right. So the energy on the bottom of the deck, you've got the Knight of Cups, which is, movement of emotion and um, it's the quest of self-love. And I like this about when you go back, it's hard not to get sucked back into work drama and chaos, right? We all know that. But if you can, as much as you can, even if you have to put little vibrating, silent vibrating alarm on your phone for every waking hour of come back to myself, come back to love, come back to gratitude, you know, you try not to, right? I try not to argue, but yeah, that's right. We don't have to accept the invitation to every argument, right? We can go, "No, thank you." But yeah, I like this. Come back to gratitude, come back to gratitude, come back to gratitude, because that's what keeps us out of fear, right? What am I grateful for, in this moment? We can always find something. There was this cute little boy from Pakistan or India. Um, I and he's like 9 years old. He's just like this little cute little boy, and he's like a master in a little boy's body though, because he was talking like he was in front of like, I think he was at home, but he was just like so comfortable. And he was like, one of the biggest things you have to realize is whatever you focus on the most, you become an expert at. So if you complain all the time, you'll become a master at finding something to complain about when no one else can find something to complain about. You'll master it, but you can also focus on being happy or focus on gratitude, and you'll, become an expert at finding happiness when no one else can have it, or find something to be grateful for when no one else can find it. So you can choose what you become a master at. And I was like, wow. So they brought that back here with all this focus of, you know what? I'm going to focus on gratitude. I'm going to become a master of finding something to be grateful for, even when it's like, I don't know how I'm going to find it here, but I'm going to find it. And I like this, you know, determination that's coming in with that. So let's see what else is coming in here. So definitely this quest for emotion. All right. Yeah. So, we've got here the 7 of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, and I know it feels like things have been dragging on for a long time with the 7 of Pentacles, like, the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit, and the Knight of Swords, this is about, this quest for the Ace of Swords, which is to see things from a different perspective, to, you know, realize that the stories that we were told growing up, we don't their opinion, their options, it's like there's not a pirate with the pirate law. Now they're giving me they like movies with you. They're giving me the Pirates of the Caribbean when they were like, well, isn't that the pirate law? Well, it's more of a code, not really a law. There's wiggle room. And I like that because it's like this is this, um, this belief of I get to choose what something means instead of what I've taught that it's supposed to mean. And you even have here like the Justice card, which here's the Ace of Swords again, and the balancing out the beliefs of that we have with the fears and things, right? And you think your boss hates you and said bad words about you. So, the story that you're putting to it is like, you know what? If your boss if you think your boss hates you, you know, there's two ways we look at that, or we can. You can go, if someone hates someone else, it's because they hate themselves. That's the only way a person has to be in fear to hate someone because when we're in our right mind, our higher mind, in unconditional love, we are intelligent, loving, compassionate beings. When our little inner child feels unsafe or out of control, then it shuts off that, goes, "No, no, you can't be in the control room. You're gonna be too nice. I'm in survival mode. I'm going into my two-year-old self with my pet hissing cat, and we're gonna do whatever we feel is necessary to feel safe and in control again." And it's normally gonna be stupid, like unintelligent, unloving, unkind. It's a two-year-old. What do they know? They're gonna do tantrums and gossip or whatever. And so when people do that, realize it's not an emotionally mature being doing it. It's a two-year-old. If a two-year-old said something, you know, like "I hate you," or told someone bad words, would we be like, "Oh my gosh"? No, we're like, "You're a two-year-old. What do you know?" That's what happens when you look at people when they're acting like two-year-olds. You're like, well, take them as a two-year-old. It doesn't mean a whole lot. You get to decide what it means. The other thing on the flip side of that is when we think someone hates us, well, that's a mirror for us. How do I hate myself? And it's like, okay, let me focus on that, transforming that. I can't control what other people are going through and what choices they're making. I can only come back to myself and go, if I feel they hate me and it bothers me, then somehow inside of me, I have some hate for myself. And that's what I can take care of. That's what I can transform. And if I feel like they have bad words that they're telling other people, I also get to look at me and go, what bad words do I have for myself? Right. And then you hope your coworkers will be nice to you. Well, there's the mirror, right? If they're not nice, they're two-year-olds and they're in fear, has nothing to do with you. But you're hoping that you'll be nice to yourself, right? How can you be nice to yourself? How can you have loving words for yourself? How can you have love for yourself instead of hating me, bad words, and I hope people will be nice to me, right? All of that is a reflection to point you back to you, right? And that makes sense because here's the 2 of cups. This is the relationship with yourself in this scenario, and this one here with the Full card is a brand new adventure, free from all of these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, these lower vibrational, you know, um, thoughts of fear, right? If someone hates me, you know, if they're voicing hatred toward me, then if I believe, the words or whatever, that's when it bothers me. And then that's when I go inside and look and go, Okay, I see where that was. I remember when I was young, okay, I can transform that. And because when if they're in fear and they're saying things and I fear that they're right or what people will think, or I fear rejection, I fear whatever, you know, that's me turning into a 2-year-old, right? Then I cry and I take my ball and I go home. I don't want to play with you anymore, you know? But when we are not in fear and people lash out, then it's amazing. I remember the first time where I didn't react to someone because I was doing a lot of inner shadow work, and I was able to sit in it and watch and see their fear, and I allowed them to calm down, and then we had a great conversation. I go, "What's going on?" I go, "This isn't you. You know, what are you fearing? What's happening?" And then they were able to go like, "Oh my gosh, that's what's happening." So, we can work through that, try to come back to your own business, right? I love Byron Katie. She says when we're out there in other people's business, which is how are they talking about me? How are they treating me? What are they saying? What's going on out there? I've abandoned myself and I'm out there. I jumped off of my ship and I'm over there listening and swimming around everyone else's ship while my ship is going off course. And that's when we feel lost. That's when we feel out of control, is when we're in other people's business. But we come back to our own business, and then that's what, brings us back to peace, brings us back to what I can control. I control my thoughts, my stories. I control my emotions. I control my energy and my actions. You're not responsible for everyone else's, so you get to come back to yourself. So hopefully that helps. That's what they have for you right there. Let's give you your fortune cookie though. Your angel number fortune cookie. Let's see what else they have here for you, Jeep. All right. So here it is. The gut feeling. 0440. Look at that. Look at that mirror. The 0440. It's all about the mirroring, right? It's like when I see something out there, how is that about me? If you have time to look at Byron Katie's YouTube channel, it's BYRON and then KATIE. She has a website too, The Work, just THEWORK.com. And she's got free stuff on there, like a Judge Your Neighbor worksheet and a video on how to use it. It was life changing for me, and it's mirror work. This is about the gut feeling, intuition, betrayal, pessimism, relating, value, insight, increased perception, love, monogamy. It says, follow your gut. It's more than just a feeling. Be real with people and focus on meaningful relationships. Remember, you also must bring value to the table. Treat others with respect, or else karma will bite your ass. Three is a crowd. Sorry, it says it on there. Sorry. And I don't believe in like karma's not punishment. It's just what our energy puts out is what we attract. It's not like punishment. But if I focus on lower vibrational energy, that's stupid. That is what I draw in. All right. So that's your fortune cookie there. You're like, that's a gross fortune cookie. But I like the mirroring there. Um, but hopefully that helps, Jeep. So many blessings to you. Hang in there. Breathe. Take a lot of deep breaths. But you get to choose. You get to choose every moment what you want to feel, right? All right. And then Tatiana, hello, hello. Thank you so much for your donation. Good to see you. Good. I'm glad to have you here too. So you're longing for a new marriage, a man of your own. You've been waiting, right? How long do I have to wait? I hear you. Let's take a look. See what spirit has here for you. You're welcome, Jeep. All right. So, tell us about timing first. Oh, I actually have some cards on timing, but we'll look at these first here. All right. So we have the bottom of the deck here. We got the energy of it's the opposites here because we've got the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak and um, disappointment. And then the Ace of Cups, which is our heart feeling full and overflowing. And so the energy on the bottom of the deck first is like there's this clarity that comes in about speed. So when life feels like it's going on like snail mail, slow frame by frame instead of like a regular running movie. It is happening on purpose for us to help us move our love vibration from a lower one to a higher one. And how we do that is we begin to question our thoughts and beliefs and mindsets around marriage and love, around the supposed to be's, the should be's, the need to be's, the have to be's that we're all inundated and given all our lives, right? And then we also look at what emotions I can release, what relationships I can let go of in my life, and to make, get a lot of emotional energy back so that I have a big storehouse of emotional energy for a relationship because that helps raise our love vibration. And, we look at all of that and so that and we have this transformation that happens where when we're focusing in, lower vibration is more focusing on what we hate and what we fear will not leave our lives or, uh, come into our lives or not come into our lives, like love or marriage, relationships, or we feel like something's missing in our life, that missingness or that I want, I want so bad to have a marriage and a relationship. When we're focusing on those energies, spirit feels of the energies and goes, oh, whatever we focus on, it's assuming we want more of. It's like, uh-oh, because if I'm focusing on missing or wanting, it's not having. They're saying, oh, you like to miss things. You like to want things but not get it, right? So we can change our transformation of our energy with that and start focusing on gratitude. Like, okay, spirit, I want, I want a marriage, I want someone on my own, I want someone this. So here you go. And we ask and then we stop wanting, we release it, kind of being okay with either way, but releasing it to creator and spirit going, I trust that you're going to bring the perfect person in the perfect time in the perfect way. And I start having gratitude for things in my life, joy, laughter, start doing the things I love in life, then spirit's like, wow, you love to be grateful for things. Let me give you more to be grateful for. And then here comes that, higher vibration speeds things up. Lower vibration is like anchors, it slows things down. So that's the underlying energy they want to start off with here. Let's see what else we have here. All right, yeah. I love these cards for you here because in the middle you have the Seven of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. So the Seven of Swords is that energy of our own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that, steal from us, that we feel those are the limiting beliefs, the small t truths, the lower vibration of fear. And those are the things that steal from us and don't allow us to, to get in there. I like that you've already let two go. You've got three that you're looking at, and there's just a couple more to look at here. And so there is this release of thoughts and beliefs. And, why do I believe that? Well, it's an opinion we were given all our lives that, oh, they're supposed to be this way. It's supposed to be, right? I'm supposed to be this in a relationship. This is how a relationship is supposed to unfold, blah, 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 right? So as you question those and you look at those things are released, and then here's the wheel of fortune. The wheels start to turn then. So it's like having like a giant clock tower with that giant clock and all those cogwheels and all those workings, but there's something stuck in there. And all you have to do is pry these thoughts out, and then that starts to turn, which starts to turn that one, which starts to turn this, and then before you know it, the bell rings. It's time. It's time. It's time. So I like this, and the Wheel of Fortune tells me that you know, even your human is gonna be happy with, "Okay, it was worth the wait." With that. What did you say here? You have options, but it's just slow. Yeah, yeah, and that's the slowness is, like, it gives you time and the other person time too. You know, when there's 2 involved, there's 2 people, you could be raising your love vibration and they could be boop a doop dear 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 taking their good old time. And it's like, all right, you know what? I don't want them, too early where they haven't let go of some of these things because then that's a lower vibrational relationship, which involves lower vibrational things like arguing and cheating and um, frustration and fighting. And it's like, we've had that. We don't want to do what we did before and get what we've gotten before, right? We're ready. And it's like taking bread out of the oven too soon. You end up with you bite into what you think is going to be delicious bread and you end up with a mouthful of dough that's not unbaked, right? So it's like, bleh. So it definitely is worth it there. I do feel here we've got a lot of spotlight energy here with 6 of wands is a victory card, but I also with because you have the sun card, which is one of the most beautiful cards. It's Leo energy, fire energy, but it's also like victory and celebration, and it's really good energy there. Both of these coming together, I feel like I don't know if you have met this person yet because I feel unless you're like, "Yes, this is how I met them." But I feel like for this relationship that's coming your way, that's so in alignment with who you are, you either are in front of a crowd or they are, either on a stage, teaching something, leading something, um, in a wedding, where you're up one of you is separate above others, like, on a horse, they're like up above here and they've got like this that you guys spot each other and you're like, who? And they're like, who? There's like this zap. And then, you guys move towards each other after they're off stage or after you're off stage. And this is how you guys meet. And it's just like there's the spotlight. And it's funny because it's like, and I feel it's even kind of an not necessarily like a totally black room, dark room where it's the spotlight's just on them, but I feel like it's like a darker room, but there's a spotlight somehow where it's almost like the person glows, like either you're glowing or they're glowing, and they're just like, it's like, it's like, I think this is meant to be. And you're just like, wow. But there is definitely this spark that happens between the two of you too. So it's equal. It's, you spot each other and it's just like the electricity in the room. So I like that for you. Let me see what else I wanted to look at here. I have these. I'm just going to use you as a guinea pig. I got the 2 decks of timing cards because I get a lot of questions with timing. I thought, oh, let's try these out. Let's see how what the energy is. So I joined all the timing 2 decks together to make one giant timing deck. So let me just shuffle these up and let's see what it says. All right. All right. So this came falling out. So in autumn, and we just entered spring equinox on the northern hemisphere. Southern hemisphere, it's autumn. You're like, I'm moving to the southern hemisphere. I'm leaving now, unless you're in the southern hemisphere. But it does say in autumn for timing, so we can take that how that resonates. But it does, I feel like autumn is the latest because when it comes to love in our lives, we get ranges, and the more we're in lower vibration and they're in lower vibration, the longer it takes. But as we move our vibration higher, that's what speeds things up and brings things sooner as well. And then I got this lovers oracle too. So let's see what that says. Oh, no. So, this is like the other person is, "I am better with my mind than my heart." So, uh, whoever this is, I feel like they are more like an air sign. They're like, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, where, they're, have to be reminded, "Hey, can I have some of your feelings? Thank you for your thoughts, but I'd like some emotion too." So you've had that zap vision, but you've been going through positive release, and feel free, people around me say you're, oh, very cool. Yeah. So really glowing, right? All right. And then I do want to give you an angel number oracle for your the fortune cookie after your reading meal. So let's take a look here. What do they have here for you? Yeah, 1919 is your card here. I'll read that because they're just like some are focusing, some aren't. This is about cycles. Yay! So karma, warning, judgment, influence, power, cycles, changes, rebirth. And it says karma will be paying you a visit. Release the need to control because you cannot force things. Learn your lessons so that they don't repeat in the future. Make some space for new experiences. And I feel like that's what you're doing here, right? You said you've been doing some positive release. And so it's like trying not to force things, go with the flow, continue to, do that inner work and raise that love vibration because that just speeds things up. But I like these cards for you. Very positive. It's definitely worth the wait. So I like that. All right. Um, and the Zap vision, was that with a person or was that just within yourself? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Because I'm like, here you go, boom, boom, boom. All right. So many blessings, my dear. Thank you again for your donation. I really appreciate that. All right. And then Brenda. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for your donation. And of course, the unicorn. Got to always thank you for the unicorn. All right. Oh, within yourself. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, but I feel like you're going to see that in the outside world. You're going to be like, whoa. So, yeah, it's all going to be external. And that's how it happens, right? We start on the inside and we see the world as we are. So this experience we're having on the inside is going to manifest in the outside world with this other person. So I like it. I like it. Excited for you. So many blessings. All right, Brenda. Yeah, right. He asked you if you were ready to live with him. You said, "Sure, why not? I love you." And at nighttime, he asked, "So what do we do? And move in with each other?" And you said, "He can stay every other week." I like that. So what's going on with his thoughts, feelings towards you? Is he really going to do it? And for today, what's expected from us? Okay, yeah, we'll definitely clear. Yeah, that's kind of what I like that approach. That's the kind of energy when I read the comment and um, I thought you had a reading somewhere in there, but I didn't see one because I was like, oh, because I wanted to tell you that, yeah, let's ease into it. Let's not like, well, let's just, join all our stuff together and move in right away together. It's like, I like that. Let's go 1 week here, 1 week there, 1 week here, 1 week there, or um, you know, let's make sure we don't kill each other. Let's ease into this. So I like that. Hey, good morning. So I like that approach for sure. It feels very supported. So let's see what's going on with his thoughts and feelings towards you. Okay. And is he really going to do it? Okay. All right. I laugh because the first card that fell out of the deck for your reading, yeah. You got the 2 of Cups, which is relationship, important relationship. And then the bottom of the deck, you have the Lovers card. So you've got the two huge relationship cards. So yeah, he definitely is going to do it. He wants to do it. So it's definitely there. Yeah. Yeah, right? About him like, "Okay, I just can't take it anymore. Blah!" Right? And here it came. That's funny. I remember that now. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I do see this, I do see that, he's definitely has moved past his fears, like, he's facing them head on with the 8 of swords and the, devil card. So, this is the shaking and the rattling of their cage, and the 8 of swords is such a good card because it is them realizing what of their own fears, blinded them and bound them and made them feel trapped in their fears, but they feel like they've busted out because we've got this, full card, which is the brand new adventure, free of all that stuff, free of all those expectations, and free of all that, limitations. It comes after the world card, which is the ending of old cycles, beginning of new cycles, beginning of new adventures, and here comes the new adventure. So it does feel so. They feel like a little puppy who's been kept in their cage, a little small cage all day long, and they've been let out in the field to run now. And this is that kind of energy. And definitely, we got the Ace of Pentacles that's here, which is, new opportunities, feeling their worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way too. So it very much is this movement, this you know new beginning, this upgrade, and this they just feel like, all right, here we go. And all right, how do we do this? And I like it. They're like, all right, how do we ease into it so it doesn't scare the crap out of you? I like you just have you're trusting your gut, you're trusting your flow, and it's just so right in order with spirit. I like it. And you got the 4 of Cups too. So, this is they're excited because they were bored with the way things that have happened before when they were in that lower vibrational type of relationships with so much fear, but um, you know, you're offering them a love that they haven't had before with the Ace of Cups. And I love that, the Lover's card is just so perfect because and can you imagine like if this happened 5 years ago? I mean, you've evolved so much and your self-love and the going with the flow and trusting spirit and um having this emotional stability where you're able to stabilize things, and I love that, right? Oh, you have kids, yeah. 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 You're right, right. Yeah, exactly. So, I like it. I feel like it's, a good flow there, so just step by step, moment by moment. And then I wanna give you an angel number oracle too for your fortune cookie. Let's see what else they have here for you. Your oldest son accepts him because he advises me that it was a good response. Ah, yeah, boom, right? You're like, "That's good," right? Wow. You got 0606 commitment. Shut up, you can't make this up. I love it. Loyalty, responsibility, truth, love, light, spiritual realm, growth, solutions. Applying honesty and light daily is a fast track to creating a peaceful and meaningful life. It's how you find solutions and comfort. Release worries by speaking your truth and expressing emotions regularly. Open up for the best is yet to come. I love that. Commitment card. So, if there was any doubt, boom. So, there we go. Oh, yeah, that was something else you asked you, right? You wanted to know, and then, for today, what's expected between you? I got so excited about the other things. Let's see here. Will he communicate today? Mhm. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, I feel like he will. I just feel here there's this he's got some conflict going on today, and this isn't you. He's just got some drama and some stuff that he just needs. It's like some fires he has to put out. But the Three of Pentacles, for some reason, just feels like a gathering. So I do feel like they will communicate here, but I just feel like it's a little later because it's just like, oh my gosh, he's got a lot of I don't know with whatever he does for work. I feel like it's more work related than anything with family or personal life kind of stuff. But I do feel like he'll communicate today because I mean he's got to know now. All right, if we're gonna do this, then we got to do this. So I like it. All right, so that's what they have for you, Brenda. I'm so happy for you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful journey. All right, and many, many blessings to you. I know, right? Woo woo! Especially that commitment card. That's hilarious. All right. And then up next, we got HTTPS. Thank you for your additional donation. And we love and like that here. Yeah, absolutely. Because they're the ones, the oldest son. Okay, boom. You got your confirmation, right? All right. So HTTPS, you want some more from your spirit team? Absolutely. Let's see what they've got here. I feel like they're drawing me to the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle. So what's this about? Let's take a look here. Okay. Didn't even let me shuffle the deck. Card came sliding out. Wow. Yep. Push to the surface. Card 27. And it says, you may have become complacent. You might be stalling or in need of a new surge of energy. Become aware of the dynamics of your life. Ooh, I feel like this is this all these new beginnings. I feel like there's the surge that's happening that's coming your way here, right? Yeah, you're being gently urged to get back on track. You have become distracted by day to day activities or are spending too much time daydreaming. It is time to admit that you're not staying on task. Commit to yourself by returning to what you love doing. Get out a calendar and give yourself a deadline. There is new energy being pushed in your direction. This could indicate a new chapter or phase is imminent, and it is. We know that already. With everything else you've been getting. The incredible complexity of their mating song suggests that humpbacks are highly intelligent. The rhythm and patterns of their sounds can teach you to hear your inner voice, how to be in touch with your personal truths, and to know the wisdom and the heartbeat of the universe. Whales ask you to embrace the unknown. That is why they are so connected to the emotional depth of the oceans, your thoughts, and your emotional choices. The whale can help you understand on a deeper level the actions that have caused unrest in your daily life. Take inventory of how you have been utilizing your time. Have you lost a sense of direction or purpose? An idea or project could be lying dormant in the recesses of your mind. Brainstorm on the ideas that excite you. Consider whether you might need extra support, a little push from a coworker or a friend. The number of humpback whales in our oceans is dwindling, and they are considered an endangered species. Humpback whales breed while they rest in the warm tropical waters from late October to early May. Gestation for the whale is typically 11 to 12 months. They birth their calves near the surface in warm, shallow water then help newborns to the surface within the first seconds from birth. About half an hour after that first push to the surface, they can swim on their own. Wow. I like that. So that's like some great energy coming in here with the new commitment and assistance and nudges forward. Let me see if there's anything else here. Anything else? Okay. All right. Yeah. So there is the balance, that's here. That's coming in. And so that is, it's important not to become too complacent here. But yeah, and then you've got the energy, the power of what you focus on grows and expands. And you've got the, two twos, which is this power of choice type of energy that comes in around. I feel like you're going to have two options, and whichever energy you focus on is what you draw towards you with it. So there's two possibilities, and know that neither is impossible, even though one sometimes might feel like it. But it just comes back to that. And there's this change of energy that comes in here too with the Five of Wands, which is this, you know, conflicting energy of fear that transforms into higher vibrational love energy. And you got the Queen of Cups, trusting your gut, trusting your instincts, you know, trusting that connection and trusting your heart, really following your heart. So I like this push and this nudge that's coming in. It's like that they just are excited about this upgrade and this spiritual enlightenment that you're headed towards. And I just feel like it's like they're nudging you to the surface with all of that. So I love that. And let's see what angel number that they want for you too here for your dessert. So you got card 101, starting over. All these ones again. Intelligence, dynamics, making a difference, failures, personal or spiritual development. Just, just saying. Happiness is linked to self expression, growth, and experience. Learning from failures is key. Happiness is real, possible, and around. Understand its process and the pursuit of it. Joy is fluid. It's in the little things and the big ones. Fails are fun. Start fresh. All right. I like it. So there you go. That's what they have for you. So hop to it, right? All right. So many blessings. Thank you again so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. You are welcome. I love your spirit guides. They are hilarious. All right. And then up next, we got Mega. Thank you so much for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like there. And you want to know what next action Pavan will take towards your relationship? Absolutely. You're very welcome. Let's take a look here. All right. Well, they want that card. Kind of shuffle, and it's like, no, you got to take me out of the deck first. I'm like, all right. All right. So let's see what we got here. What are Pavan's next actions towards your relationship? Based on current energies, what is he going to do? All right. What was the card that came out? Okay, well, that makes sense. So he's kind of torn in between here with the Two of Swords, because the Two of Swords is like, this battling that's going on between their head and their heart. Their head wants to do this, their heart wants to do this. Hello. So, and that makes sense too. The bottom of the deck of the energy is, the Five of Wands, which is energy of, battling and, uh, they have this struggle that's going on inside of them, fear energy that's causing conflict within them because their mind is like, oh, no, 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 no. The heart is all in. The heart wants to move forward, but the brain is they're have it on a leash going, "No, no, you can't do that. I'm scared," right? So they have that kind of energy there. And let's see what this is about here. Yeah. Okay. All right. So they do eventually move forward here. They're just telling you here, you've got the Knight of Cup. There's four cards that came out together. I'll show them here. So you got the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest moving knight out of them all. So it's like it's still moving, it's just the slowest one. So it's taking time for them to work through these things, for their heart to nudge forward and pull their brain with them, right? But I feel like where the conflict comes in here, it has to do here, because you got the Five of Swords, which is conflict of in their mind. Again, like the Two of Swords in a way, but I feel here with the Six of Cups, it has to do with their childhood. And I don't know if their parents, if there was a lot of conflict with them growing up, because I feel like that's what the fears are, is that, their inner child is has created these mindsets of, oh, 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 well, that explains all this conflict that's going on here. I do feel like they'll get past this and, it'll come back around here because you've got here the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Empress card, which is, new birth. You've got pages, which are not aces. Aces would be like, oh, there's someone new coming into your life. But with the pages here, with all of this, I feel like they will cool off and they'll overcome their fears and they'll come back around here. And the fight that was between you guys is more, it's an inner battle that they're having that's made its way out, right? Because when you're in fear and they're in fear, what happens is we're like two-year olds that fight. And then when we calm down, we go back into our adult minds and go, oh, what did we do? I'm so, why did this happen? I can't believe I said that. And I feel like they will come back around with that and you know, because of all this conflict that I feel they had when they were younger, there's this I think they were kind of taught this manipulation that, you know, like all of us are taught really, right? We are sad when we don't get things our way, because then they're supposed to want to make us happy and do what we want. That doesn't work. We get angry and bully. That doesn't work. Then we go to rejection. And then if that doesn't work, then we go back around and, you know, um, try the sad stuff again. So I just feel like they were taught that and they'll calm down, but they will come back around and with that Empress and the Page of Cups. It's just going to be a little bit with that Knight of Pentacles, um, because they've really got to get over the fear that they had there. I'm going to pull here an angel number here for you too. Angel number card here. So what else? What else do you have? This is your fortune cookie card. All right. Yeah. So, yep, and you got the 1001, which is a spiritual awakening card here for you. New beginnings, personal development, prioritizing creativity, and heading in the right direction. It says a new phase in a religious or spiritual quest. You're going through a spiritual awakening, which can feel like the dark night of the soul, but you're on the path to enlightenment, and this too shall pass. So, what they're saying here with that card for you is, everything that happens in our life is on purpose, for purpose, and is always for us. Even when we look at it going, how is that for me? It is for us because they're off doing their thing and then they will be coming back based on these energies. But in the meantime, that slowness gives you the opportunity to look at your fears, right? What emotions came up within you? What fears came up within you? What made you want to fight, right? Because Fight means fight or flight. That means I was in fear somehow because I wanted to fight. Or, I either was going to fight or I was going to run. Seems like they are not a fighter. They've learned to run because that's the blocking is the fleeing in fight or flight. So you can look at, why did I fight? What was I fearing in the situation? Because otherwise the fights will just keep coming back. So this little break gives you time to step back and look at yourself, look at your part of it, because your words were yours, your fears were yours, your thoughts were yours, your actions were yours. He didn't make you do anything. You didn't make him do anything. Um, we chose our own self. We reacted out of fear. And so if you look into that, this is where the spiritual awakening happens, because you're just like, oh my God, I know why I freaked out. And this is the fear I have, and I transform it. And then the next time it happens, the trigger doesn't go from 0 to 1,000 or to 1,001, right? It goes to 10 level instead, or 100 instead of 1,000, and it's like, that's manageable. I don't have to attack. It's like, wait a minute, I recognize it and I don't need to act out. So hopefully that helps, Mega. That's what they have for you right now. So many blessings, and hang in there. You are very welcome. Love and light to you as well. All right, and then Sun, you are up. So thank you so much for your donation. Let me give that some love and a like there. And you want to know, will you and an Aquarius get back together in the future? All right. Let's take a look here. Let me move these over. All right. So what does, based on current energies, will you and Aquarius get back together? Let's take a look here. All right. All right. There's queries on the bottom of the deck here. So I'll show you this here, because the bottom of the deck, you've got the Six of Pentacles energy, which is, we'll talk about the giving and receiving energy here in a sec. But there is an opportunity. I just need to block some. Here, let me just do this. Because you got the Aquarius energy here with the Star card and the Page of Pentacles, which is a second opportunity. So there is possibilities of that coming in, but the Six of Pentacles has to be looked at first. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to just give you some references here, because I have a couple of videos that in my Take 10 with Zen playlist. Here is the link to that. Episodes 4 and 5. Episode 5 talks about the Six of Pentacles, and what that is we have this giving and receiving rate of exchange that we learn when we're very young, when we're not too intelligent yet, because we're just emotional beings. We're not mental beings yet. So, we give like 1,000 love coins to like our parents, and we get 1 love coin back. We think, well, that seems like a fair rate of exchange. It goes down into our subconscious and it runs on an autopilot down there without us even knowing it. And they're keeping track of, do you have 1,000 love coins? If not, we don't deserve that yet. They'll put this force field and they'll repel things out of our life or not allow things in. So, this can be looked at, and instead of 1,000 to 1, we can bring it down to 1 to 1, and then those force fields drop. And that's what those one of the videos talks about. The other one is about energy too, which is always helpful. They're like 10 minutes or less each, so I recommend those. So start off with those, and then the energy that we have here, that was the bottom of the deck. And this is what comes in here with this, Four of Cups and the Ace of Cups. The Four of Cups is this, old love and the old ways that we, have had before here. And this higher love is what's necessary. This Ace of Cups is what's necessary, which is our self-love. And that's part of this Six of Pentacles energy. It's, you know, realizing that I can't love someone more than to the extent I love myself, nor receive love from someone more than to the extent I love myself. So I love myself that much. No matter how much love I want to push out, it's just drip, drip. No matter how much love they want to give me, it's drip, drip. But as I open up that, rate of exchange, and I open up this my self-love, and I connect more with my higher self, I fill up like that Ace of Cups and fill up and overflow. And then that also expands my ability to give and receive love to the outside world. So I feel like this little break that's happening is giving you an opportunity to do this, because then that brings down those forest fields, that opens up the pipeline that allows it. You have the Three of Wands. Now, you're not going to be able to go back to the way things were with the Three of Wands, because you won't be the same after this. And it's okay, because you don't want what you had before. It's going to be it's going to be a different type of energy that you have, because you have the 10 of Wands represents all the effort that you were putting in before, trying to um, make them happy and trying to make them make you happy, but you're finding happiness on the inside. That's what the Ace of Cups does, is instead of feeling the emptiness of trying to have a human fulfill us, we fill from the inside out. And then you're full and overflowing, and whatever they give is above and beyond extra. So the relationship changes to where it doesn't feel like it's lacking, it's overflowing. And that's what happens here. All this energy of the 10 of Wands, this 10 endings and beginnings, no more of that energy. We throw that, and here's the Page of Wands, heightened type of energy, a different way, a different energy that happens between the two of you. So definitely, there are these possibilities of this, reunion between the two of you, but those things are what are are necessary. Otherwise, we'll just keep on doing what we always did and get what we always have gotten, and neither of you want that. So I like this change that comes in here, with all of that. And who knows, even that Three of Wands can mean, after you go in and look at that stuff, you may be like, I don't want them back, I want to go this way. Which is always a possibility too. But it's not like the Three of Wands is you not being forced to go a different direction. It's you choosing to approach the relationship differently, or off ramp and go a different, complete different direction anyway. So that's what they have there. Let me give you your angel number dessert here. This one right here. Let's see what else they have here for you. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. One step at a time. And it says, good luck. Not good luck, but good luck. Spirit guides, progress, justice, structures, systems, processes, conditioning, and rules. Says you're on the right track. Someone from the other side has your back and encourages you to try your best. You will succeed. Observe your surroundings and communicate clearly. Be sure that everything be sure that everything will fall to pieces. Yeah. So I like that that's all falling into place. So just take it a step at a time. But start with those videos. I think they'll be helpful. All right. So that's what they have for you, Sen. So many blessings to you. And then Sun and Moon, hello. Long time no see. Hey, good to see you. Let's give you some love and a like there. Thank you for your donation. And so some insight on Taurus. All right. Let's give these some shuffles here. So connection was progressing and you were having fun, but then he pulled back and now no communication. Please be nosy. Absolutely. I'm just going to take a sip here real quick. All right. So let's take a look here. What is happening here with the Taurus? I was reading something about Taurus and the eclipse energy that's coming up here, and it's just like it feels like I think I read it's like slowing the Tauruses. They're pretty slow moving anyway, according to what this was saying, but this it just slows things down quite a bit there. All right, let's see what we got here and find out what's going on. What is happening with this Taurus here? Okay. So we've got the bottom energy is the 9 of Wands, which is like this forest field that pops up here. And I was just talking to Sen here about the inner child and how when the inner child has this way out of balance giving and receiving, that comes in there, that it you know she's my host, he's drove in the garage and drove back out. Like, everything okay? That's what it is. That's what's going on, right? They drive into the garage and they drove back out. It's like, what the heck is happening? Oh, there something must have fell. But so there's this energy of out of balanceness and of giving and receiving where their inner child was like, you guys came together and the inner child's like, no, 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 you don't deserve that yet. And so because we've got all this inner conflict between their head and their heart, you got both the 5 of Swords and the 2 of Swords. So they got this, excuse me, their heart wants, but the mind is like, no, 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 alarms going off and, eject, eject, run, run. And it makes sense because here's even the Sun card with the inner child activity going on here. And they're like, what's happening? Who did this? Ta-da! It was me. And you're like, you little. I don't know if I can say that word on YouTube, so I won't. But you can just put in the blank there what you want, what you'd call a little brat. Excuse me. I do feel though here, I know, right? We'll call him. Did you ever see when you were a kid? Did they have Rubber Man? Was it Rubber Man? It was like a I think it was like it was a wrestler, and you could Stretch Armstrong. That's what it was, because you could stretch their arms, and that's I feel like a rubber band. They go forward, they go backward. They go forward, they go backward, and I feel like they'll come back around again because we got the Ace of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. So when their mind returns back to rest out of fear, then they'll reach back out. Timing, you say? Nosiness. I got this cosmic. Actually, it's a cosmic timing, and then there's another deck. I put them both together to because I get a lot of questions around timing, and I want to use you all as guinea pigs, and we'll see how accurate they are. So we'll see if this resonates. All right. So we know when this will happen. All right. I like it. Look at this little boo. In progress now. Let's see if I can get it to. So I like that. So it's in progress. So I feel like it'll be before you know it. I just feel like it's you know they're processing right now and they're calming down, and then things will come back into alignment here. In the meantime, though, too, I don't know if you saw the video playlist that I put out here. I'll just pop it out here again just for convenience. But here's the episodes 4 and 5 that talk about our energy, and it talks about that out of balanceness. And it doesn't hurt to see if you feel anything from it too, because while you're waiting, you're like, hey, let me see if my inner child is in the mix too. And because if your forest fields are up and their forest fields are up, that's what you guys will keep rejecting each other out of each other's lives. So you can look and see if that resonates for you there as well. um, let me see here. I want to also pull from the Lover Oracle here. Another one of my guinea pig trial decks here, and let's see if this resonates. So far, they've been pretty. They feel like they've been on point ish, close enough. Let's see here. Oh, wow. Okay. So emotions overwhelm me. And I can't talk to you right now. And that's why. Wow, look at that. That resonates. And then I do also want to give you an angel number oracle here as your fortune cookie. So let's see what we got here. 666, the devil. No, that's not what it is there. So this is love, affection. It's called reflect. Love, affection, compassion, kindness, attention, self-love. Several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. This is a chance to reevaluate your identity. You need a mental shift towards greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. Put your faith in your gut and inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person. So I feel like, what will happen, when he returns, if you are doing your inner work, which I kind of feel like this talks about too, you reflect because that's all you can do. And then if he does his inner reflection, I mean, you can even share that with him when he comes back with you doing your inner reflection and just say, something cool that I did was this. And I don't know if that resonates with you, but hey, just thought I'd share it with you because it was like changing. Because I feel like it does change us when we look at our out of balance giving and receiving and we look back and go, oh my God, yeah, I had no idea. Because it runs on autopilot below the surface even though I'm going, I want love, I want money, I want jobs, I want, all this stuff, the inner child's going, nope, not yet. You don't deserve it yet. And when we realize that all that's running below the surface, we bring it from the subconscious to the conscious, and we can have resolution with that, bring it from 1,000 to 1 down to 1 to 1. These force fields drop and it allows things to come in. So I like that for you. So it all depends on the energy you do and the energy they do, when they return. Because it happens for us too, right? So with them doing this rubber band, close and go close, it's like, how do I do that to myself? How do I do that to them? In this reflection kind of helps too. All this reflect that's happening there. So hopefully that helps. And that's what they have for you, my dear. So many blessings to you. Thank you again for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. And then up next, we got Patty. Thank you so much for your donation, Patty. Let's give that some love and a like there. There it goes. All right. Hello, hello. So you feel like staying with your friend since relocation is straining your relationship with the spirit advice you to do. All right, let's take a look here and we'll find out what's happening here. All right. All right. And what else here? You are welcome, Sun and Moon. And sorry, God's daughter, I haven't had a chance to read yours yet. I'm in the middle of doing donation reading, so I don't know if I'll understand your question until I get to it. Sorry. All right. So let's take a look here and see what their what does spirit advise you to do? Well, on the bottom of the deck, the overall energy, Patty, is the hermit, which is, be with yourself. Let's see what we've got here. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, because I mean, your first card that came out here is the Ace of Cups, which this is about self-love here. And we even got the World card and the Chariot coming in, which is, the power of choice, but it's endings and beginnings. There's this, ending of old cycles, beginning of new adventures. And, these are both victory cards, but I feel like they're saying that, you know, the most beneficial thing is coming back to this self-love and stepping, you know, um, stepping to be with you, with that. Um, because we even got the, Mother Luna, and this is like mothering yourself and being with yourself there, and there's some unknown things that are there too. You got the 10 of Wands, endings and beginnings of where you're investing your energy, and with that too. And we got the King of Pentacles, which is this solid foundation in the outside world. I feel like this is like someone further down the path here with this King of Pentacles, someone who is a solid foundation. And so I just feel like here it's just saying, no, it's time for you to step away, to focus on you, focus on what you are wanting, what you're needing. That Moon card, it just feels like there's a lot of unknown things that you don't know as well with all of that. And so it's like, so I feel like Spirit is saying, it's time for you to step away with us. The Hermit card is also step away, communicating with Spirit, focusing on you. And you know, with that, it's like starting a new path. The World card is a endings and beginnings card too. It's like the fruition. It's ending of a cycle, beginning of a new adventure that's so different. And I just feel like this King of Pentacles is someone new, someone more grounded, someone who is more, in I don't know, just feels more, let's say, rounded and grounded, and it just feels like someone who's just more compatible overall for you. um, so that's what's coming in there, Patty. You always thought as much. Yeah. So um I like that. And and I see you had another question, so we'll do that one here in a sec. But let me give you a fortune cookie for that reading. We'll give you an angel number for that situation. And yeah, readjustments. 1616. Overcoming obstacles, soulmates, romance, affection, support, and comfort. Your level of self control is sufficient to make things right. On the horizon is the possibility of beginning a new romantic or platonic friendship, as well as a chance to begin life anew with a person from one's past. Everything will fall into place. So, oh no, I feel like you're ready for newness there, and um, you know, if and that's their choice, because they could also choose to be grateful for the time that they had with you. And if they're like, "Oh, you were this," then that's their choice. You can't control that. Um, you know, you know, we can make it easier or harder for people, right, to choose fear emotions or higher vibration. Like, if you're leaving, going somewhere, you're going, "Oh my gosh, I had this great opportunity and I'm going to go to this place and go this direction." And but I'm so grateful for the time that I've had here, and And, if you give them a little present or something, a little appreciation, and if they're like, "You're so ungrateful," then you're like, "Well, that's their choice. They get to that's their journey, not yours." Your guilt, it was yours to own and to go, "Why am I fearing this? What did their," I know. The only reason we'd fear it is if we believe it. Am I ungrateful? And if you're like, "No, I'm not ungrateful," then they're wrong. And then, but that's their choice to choose whatever they want anyway, right? You can let them have their journey. All right. So many blessings on that one. And then thank you for your additional donation here. Let me give that some love and a like there. Anyone know, can you expect a good week and good client reviews? Let's take a look here and see what Spirit has here for you based on current energies. And thank you for the additional donation. If I didn't thank you, oh my gosh, I'm like jumping into the reading. All right, let's take a look here. All right. Get that on that. All right, what else we have here? All right. Yeah, it looks good here. It's interesting. The energy on the bottom of the deck you have is the death and the rebirth, and I like this. It just feels like a fresh week, and even you've got the Two of Cups, which is relationships, positive relationships. You've got the Ace of Pentacles too, which is abundance. So, what I see with the Death card is I don't know if you're a Harry Potter fan, but, I like when in, Harry Potter, um, um, Dumbledore has a phoenix, and, I'm in, one of the scenes, Harry Potter goes up into there, and the wizard isn't there yet, and so he's like, talking to the phoenix, and also in the phoenix, he looks ragged, and all of a sudden, he burst into flames. And ashes all go down, and then the wizard's there, and he's like, "I didn't do anything." And, but then the little phoenix rises from the ashes. He goes, "I was wondering when that was gonna happen because he looked pretty sick." And so he's refreshed and renewed and full of life and vibrant, and I like that. So, and I do see here about, you know, you got the Wheel of Fortune and the 10 of Wands. When these come out together, this is about harvest. Look at how much he's carrying. That's all harvest and good outcomes that come in there. So I like that. And the Queen of Cups, I feel like it's a good thing for you to just follow your heart and really be in tune with your empathic abilities. I feel it's really going to help, and trust that, if you're picking up some emotion and it's not yours, you just know that it's that other person, the client that you're interacting with. And don't be afraid to act on it in a way that, if you're like feel something's wrong, you're like, "Are you okay?" And they're just like, "Oh, I'm having a rough day." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And they're like, "How did you know?" And you're just like, "Well, just had a feeling, and I just want to make sure you're okay." I feel like sharing your heart and allowing that empathic ability to be expressed. You don't have to say, "I'm a medium," or anything like that. You can just express the heart, and I feel like that makes a huge difference there. I also feel like you're gonna be feeling some extra energy here between some of the clients with the 6 of Cups. This is my past life energy card, um, and I just feel like there's this, special connections with clients this week, especially, as we're entering into the Saturn pre-shadow for their retrograde. They're the lord of karma. They're the lord of um the Akashic records. So it's like we're being given, starting today is when it's actually going into it. So it's the pre-shadow starting now all the way until it goes into retrograde on what is it, June 29th, and then all the way through November 15th. We have this energy of karma and connection. of past lives. And so I feel like there's going to be some extra, connections with clients where you're just like, I mean, just there's this great, energy that you're like, where did that come from? And it's because you guys had a past life together, and there's just like this knowingness and this connection. So I like that for you this week. Just stay in tune. And that Queen of Cups does that too. She rolls over the cups, but all the queens are given a second portion of cups. So she can dive deep into those emotions in the subconscious where the Akashic records are. So that does confirm that as well. So I like that for you, Patty. Looks very good. And let's pull you another angel number. I was going to say, a fortune cookie. I was like, what are those called after you have Chinese food? A fortune cookie. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, look at that. 66666. Great blessings. You can't make this up. I'm so glad they said, let's use these today. It's self-love, boundaries, needs, good vibes, wisdom, understanding, letting go. And for this week, nurture yourself, your needs, desires, and boundaries. Let go of things that are weighing you down. Make space for something meaningful and expand your spirit to all areas of your life. That big love, opportunity, or job needs to squeeze in somewhere. So I like that. Um, so I like that energy of letting your spirituality and this compassion and this empathy flow into with your clients, and I love that. All right, so that's what they have for you on that one, Patty. So many blessings to you. All right. And then, so we got Johanna. Thank you so much for your donation. Let's give that some love and a like. And then Love1234, I do see your donation. So you'll be up next. And then Olivia. All right. So Johanna, let's see here. I think we're up above. Let me scroll. All right. Oh, that's right. The Pokemon. So, greetings to you. I am doing great today. I woke up like super early and just laid in bed and chatted with Spirit, and it's just been an amazing, energetic day. I don't know what's going on. I think it's the eclipse is impacting me. So, I want to know, how does the Pokeball guy friend feel about you? Let's take a look here and see what is going on with them. All right. How do they feel about you? All right. What else? Oh, okay. We'll see if are they going to talk about this to you? Maybe eventually. Well, the bottom of the deck, you got the Lovers card here. So they do feel like it's an important relationship. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's romantic, but with this Page of Cups that came up too, I do feel like they do see this. They have these heightened emotions for you, and I just feel like they see you as someone that um, has a great amount of love, has a great amount of. You just have this glow of love about you, and they see that, and then, but I feel like they feel like you're an important person for them. Um, I feel like you make a difference in their life. Um, and I was going to like, will they ever tell you about these emotions? I was like, well, maybe eventually. You got the 10 of Swords. They got a lot of fears, a lot of, small t truths around relationship and sharing their emotions. I feel like they've shared before and people have like laughed at them or, you know, taken advantage of them or, took their heart and stomped on it and then put it in a microwave and then rolled it in the mud and then, stabbed it with a fork and stuck it in the oven and put some onions on it and then gave it back to him. Why? Is he a cook? but but there's like, all this stuff with, and so he has this hesitancy, but he's working on it with the 10 of Swords. That's coming in there. He is okay. I was like, that's why. It's like, oh, that's how he feels. Yeah, I just feel like, someone baked my heart and didn't do a good job with it either. Onions? Seriously? Why don't you just throw some garlic on it? Um, and I do feel like he's also, they're going through this Eight of Cups where they're working on, with both of these, working on leaving behind emotions and thoughts and beliefs that don't serve them anymore. So, the 8 and the 10 are positive cards that come in. And I feel like unless you get in a relationship before then, there's just like this sudden boom with the tower where sudden action, they'll just out of the blue go, "Hey, I love you." What? you know, um, so I just feel like, they're working on it, and I feel eventually they'll tell you about it unless you end up in a relationship and then they'll keep it a secret because they won't they're not that type of person. They'll keep it just between them, right? He is the cook. Oh, too funny. Whatever you do, don't break his heart. One, that's illegal. We don't want you to end up in jail. And let's take a look here. I'm going to pull an angel card here for you too. Angel number, and let's see what we got here. Wow. So you got 1515 coming in. The big break. Innovation, focus, creation, progress, forward movement, skills, and goal. Look, your cooking skills. It says an opportunity, help, extra cash, or other support is coming your way. So keep going and have fun when performing your tasks. The most tremendous success comes from passion. All efforts will be rewarded big time. So I like that. So that is your your fortune cookie. So that's what they have for you right now, my dear. So thank you again for your donation and maybe cook them something. If you're wanting to, encourage them, then you know, you can always do that, right? Or, if you're interested in them, you can always um, you know, say, "What's your favorite cake?" Or "What's your whatever you like to cook? What's your favorite da da da?" And like, "I wanna cook something for you." And they're like, "Really?" Like, "Yeah." And then maybe we can eat it together. "Oh, he cooks for you." Oh. That's funny. You are welcome. Alright. Many blessings to you, my dear. Alright. And then let's jump over here. So, love, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just make sure there were no other ones here. Okay. We are good there. Nice. Oh, okay, so you get lunch from him. So he doesn't, like, cook for you, like, comes to your house, he prepares your lunch meal, I get it. Alright, very cool. Alright, so love, 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you for your donation on the Cash App. And you want to know here the Cancer man's energy and feelings towards you, and then also the Gemini man's energy and feelings towards you, please. Oh, all right. Let's take a look here. I don't know why I'm hearing it just sounds like the Candy Man can, that old song. Because he fills the world with love and makes the world taste good or something. I don't know. The Candy Man. Whatever the Candy Man song is. All right, we're focusing. So number one, the Cancer man's energy and feelings towards you. Let's look at that first. Cancer man's energy. Okay. All right. That one too. All right. And then the Gemini man's energy and feelings towards you. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. All right. All right. Bottom of the deck, it's funny because you got the 10 of Pentacles, which is the relationship card. And it's like spirit recognizing, so you are in search of a relationship still, huh? Is this part of your fullness of life? All right. So let's take a look and at the first one here, which is the Cancer Man's energy and thoughts towards you. Yeah, go figure. Leo energy coming in here, so they see that. So their energy towards you, they got the Three of Wands, which I feel like they're at a crossroads. They're not sure what they want to do here. They're like, I don't know if I want to go this way or this way, this way or this way. And it's funny, that's the Three of Wands. And then we got the Three of the Empress. So they see you here as a nurturer, a sensuality, um, you know, kind of energy, this divine feminine. So, they really have a focus on that there. And the, feelings they have here too. We've got the Strength card, that's the Leo energy I was talking about. And the Page of Cups, which is a heightened love, that there's two heightened emotion. So they've got all this stuff here, but I'm not sure why they're at a crossroads. I feel like they're at a place in their life that I just feel like they're at this pivotal time where they're not sure where they're going or what they're doing. And that's why I feel like they're, even though they are attracted to you and have emotions for you here, and they see that fiery Leo energy in you, which I feel like they like. They see this inner strength and that kind of energy that's there. I just feel like they're at this, psh, kind of undetermined time in their life, if that makes sense. So I feel like they have all that, but I feel like they're contemplating, like, in the back of my head, it's like moving to another city or another country or something for work, a job opportunity, and that's why they're not sure of what they're doing, and they don't want to start anything with anyone to break it off, and they don't. I like that about them. Well, Cancer sign, they're very nurturing too. So they're like, I don't want to be that person. Now the Gemini, let's look at them and see what we got going on there. So what are their energy towards you? And it was energy first, right? We were asking. And then their feelings, yeah. So okay. So Gemini, they have two sides to them, right? They're like, well, I don't know, I don't know. They're kind of this undecidedness that comes in there, but they have the Wheel of Fortune too. So they do look at you, as this, you know, as abundance, and as this. It's like there's this. They see you driven towards fortune, is because I feel like there's this wheels that are going, and they're like, yeah, that's what their motivation is. They see you as that you're not that you're a gold digger or anything like that. No, it's like you are searching for your fortune, not someone else's fortune. So I just want to make clear that. But they're like, wow, you're just really going after it, and I feel like they're like, okay, and I don't know. They just, you know, their overall emotions. They got a lot of wands energy here, which is passion, 10 of wands, ace of wands, 9 of wands. So they've got a lot of attraction, physical and energetic attraction. Where's the can? Well, that makes sense. Cancer sign is emotion. They're a water sign, so they're all that. Gemini is an air sign, but I just feel like they've got theirs is more of the hots for you than emotion. Um, whereas the Cancer is more is attraction and emotion. And they see you for you because they have the Strength card, but the Gemini, they just, I don't think they're looking at you by these eyes. So, you know. Um, oh, and will you reconnect with the Cancer this year? Let's take a look here. It makes sense. Uh, there's a possibility for it, but it's still undecided because you've got the 2 of, um, the 2 of swords here, and we got the ace, I mean, not the ace, the magician, the number 1, which is action and that, but then we've got the knight of pentacles, which is slowest moving knight out of them all. So I feel like that there will be reconnection, but I'm not sure. There's too much still up in the air about the reconnection, and that makes sense with what we were talking about too, with what they're going through. With the whatever's going on in their world, they've got you know indecisions, and they don't want to reconnect unless they know what's happening. I feel like that's why it's so uncertain. So that's what they have there for you. Let me give you an angel number oracle here. Oh, thanks for the the extra donation there. Let's see what we got here. All right. You got 888. Karma. Balance, finances, success, wealth, cycles. What goes around comes around. There's that Wheel of Fortune. A lot of money is coming your way. Fortune refers to more than just monetary and material success. If you don't appreciate the people in your life now, you won't have them tomorrow. This message encourages you to take personal responsibility and use it to realize your greatest potential, right? Yay! Yeah, I like that. Perfect, perfect. So good. All right, and that's what they have for you, my dear. Thank you again for your donations. I really appreciate that. All right, and then this will actually be my last reading here, Olivia. I will be back though. I didn't get to any of the free readings. I'm going to go spend some time with my praying mantis members. Then I eat, and then I'll be back in a couple hours, and I'll finish out all the free readings um, because I won't be back until Friday for free readings. Um, I'll talk about that more in a moment here. So, Olivia, thank you for your donation. Let's give that some love and a like there. And you'd like a love reading. You're single, ready to find the right one. All right. So tired of wanting the wrong one, huh? That's a joke. That's just a joke. Right? Your guides need to find new material, right? Let's see here. What does Spirit wants you to know here about love? What else? Those? Okay. All right. Oh, I know, right? Ooh, temperance. Blah, rah, 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 rah. It's all right though. It's been taking a while, right? You're not far off. Sister, we know. You're not alone. But the time, the temperance, the patience, why it's been, probably been a little, it feels like it's taking forever. The 8 of Cups here is about you leaving behind emotions that no longer serve you, and relationships that no longer serve you, and that allows you this movement and preparation for a relationship because excuse me, when we have a lot of emotional energy invested in a lot of kind of black hole friendships, relationships, family, friends, even exes or whoever, these are the ones that we're giving so much to, that we're giving like 90% to the friendships or relationships, getting like 10% back, or 80/20 or 70/30. But it's consistent where, sometimes friendships, relationships, there's different times in our life where this is all I can give right now. It's like, okay, I'll make up for it. And then this is all I can give. And like, that's okay, I can make up for it. And it goes back and forth. But these are the ones where it's always been, and they've only given this much. Those you're ready to let go of. And because that emotional energy, or you back off to 50%, And if they don't make it up, you just let it drift away and you get all this energy, emotional energy back. There's also this about diving deep within you and bringing up these old emotions that are bubbling down, charged emotions that have emotional charge around them, where emotional energy is also being invested in. And as you look into that and do that shadow work, that transforms and that energy comes back to you too. So you're collecting like this giant reservoir of emotional energy, which is preparing you for a relationship. And so I like that. It's like you're really taking inventory of those. Yeah, Knight of Cups. Yeah, so there is love on its way here with the Knight of Cups. And that's the preparation that's happening here with that. So it is definitely coming your way. And yeah, this the other thing that's been, with this temperance and the slowness of things, it's given you opportunities to look at your energy and also look at your thoughts and beliefs and mindsets around love and relationship, right? Because the King of Swords is the master of thinking. They not only roll over the sword suit of air and thinking, that all the kings get a second portion, so they're the master. And part of this is like looking back and going, okay, what are these small t truths, these that are rooted in fear, fear of losing love, fear not being good enough, all those delicious fears that are rooted in these old opinions, these supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and must and expectations that we've been given in our life, right? Um, Being told these opinions of what love and who we're supposed to be, who they're supposed to be, and all that. And there's this release of that going, well, why do I want that? Is that what I really want? Or is that what I just been conditioned to want? Let me really get to the truth of what I want. And this is what's happening during this period. And the Two of Wands also is this awareness of whatever you focus your energy on is what grows and expands. I like this for you because it does tell you that as you raise your love vibration, as you're getting rid of these emotions that don't serve you, these thoughts and beliefs that don't serve you, your vibrations increasing, and that speeds things up. That brings you together faster, but it's a higher vibrational relationship instead of the old. That's the right one, is a higher vibrational relationship, because we've don't want to do what we've always done and get what we've always gotten with lower vibrational relationships. And I like that. And part of that understanding is when I focus my energy on gratitude and love, unconditional love and joy and laughter, that raises my love vibration. But if I'm focusing on what I hate in my life, what I fear, what I'm missing, what I feel I'm missing in my life, or what I'm wanting, that energy is lower vibrational. Like if I keep on focusing on, I want a relationship, we're telling spirit, I enjoy wanting a relationship, but not getting one. It's like, oh, when we focus on gratitude, and you can even, I know this will be a fun experiment, like make a list of your relationships and what you were grateful for in the relationships. I know some of them are going to be like, well, you know, they were breathing, you know, no more cadavers for me, breathing, but it's like, you know, writing those things down is shows gratitude for the love I've had in my life. That tells the universe I enjoy having these loving things in my life, and so they'll bring that to you. So hopefully that makes sense. And then let's see, what are these over to here? Yes, I love this because suddenly, out of the blue, you will have this. The Tower card is someone just boom, here they are, and you're like, whoa, where did you come from? It's like Shazam, and there's Shazam in front of you. And the Six of Cups, you're gonna know who they are, and here comes this. Six of Cups is past life connection energy, which has this amazing, you know connection where you will have no question at all that is them, because you're just going to be like, whoa, because you've been in so many lifetimes with them that you have, and you've never met them before, and they're suddenly in your life, and you both look at each other and go, "Do I know you?" And you're like, "Ah, it's a good pickup line." But no, "Do I know you?" But no, but seriously, I know what you're saying. "Do I know you?" And you find out, no, you're not in this lifetime, but you have this connection that just goes beyond this life because it's tied to lifetimes. So I love that for you. Ah, very cool, very cool. A couple things here. I know I shared these already, I think, but I'll just throw them out here again. Here's a couple. This is what how to bring faded things in sooner, and it talks about some tools if they resonate. They're like 10 minutes or less. So, all right, and then let me give you an angel oracle for your fortune cookie. And then I'm like a minute late already to my, but they're very forgiving. I shouldn't take them for granted. But you got 3333 social skills. I love it. Hope, optimism, liberation, success, prosperity, excitement, and enthusiasm. The problems you have today will eventually disappear. Your guardian angels encourage you to maintain a positive outlook on life, higher vibration, right? Since your luck may be about to change, it is a time to put to use your captivating energy and inspirational personality. Don't let your ego get the best of you. So be confident, but don't be arrogant. You got a lot to share. I love that. All right. So that is what they have for you, Olivia. Thank you again so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. And I'm excited for this adventure. Yeah, let me well, it has to do with your energies too, that'll draw it in sooner, right? That temperance card, it has a lot to do with that. It'll be a range, but I have these two timing decks, so let me pull one real quick here. We'll see if it resonates. So can you give us an idea of like the when-ish on this? It's like proceed with caution. Let me see what else here. All right. Well, we've got in July, and I feel like this is the latest that it would be. And I like this. It says process with caution, but I think they meant proceed. But sometimes people interpret things differently. But I feel like there's this, you know, if you proceed and are aware of your energies, it can come in sooner. But I feel like July is the latest, and it can be, you know, like it's going to come out of nowhere. So it could be like tomorrow or to the end of July, is what I feel with that. I know, right? Exciting. All right. So I didn't get to any of the free readings. So let me grab some screenshots real quick. And when I come back here in a couple hours, I will complete them in the order in which they came through here. So macaroni, I love that name. You will be up first when I come back. Let me just screenshot these babies. All right. And so we got you right here. And I'll throw out some quick pick a cards too if you guys want something to look at and get some more information because I've got some equinox energy coming in. And we've got the eclipse as well. So the equinox, the eclipses, the Aries. So we've got a lot of different things coming in here. All right, to the bottom there. All right. All right, very good. Yep, got you in there, VD. The elevator doors were closing and you like threw it in. So perfect. All right, and then let me throw those pick a cards out here for you real quick, and then I'll jump over there. So we got Libra, full moon, eclipse energy. So this is all about the full moon, how you can use the most of that full moon energy, release energy with a pick a card. This is the eclipse alert that talks about eclipses because we got this eclipse tomorrow, lunar, and then solar on April 8th. Here's the equinox playlist. It does have readings for each individual zodiac sign. Here's the Aries season. So happy birthday, Aries sun babies. Special bonus reading in those for Aries sun babies. And then, of course, pick a card for everyone else. And don't forget, if you haven't checked out my podcast From Chaos to Cozy, a new episode was pushed out today, The Power of Choice, and there's the playlist if you want to catch up as well. And if you're interested in a life purpose reading, those were rolled out at the beginning of March. They're half off until the end of this month. All right, everybody. So those are the quick things. I'm like late to my other lives stream, so I'm going to go run over there and spend some time with my Praying Mantis members. I will return. But in the meantime, thank you so much for all the thumbs up. It does help grow my channel, help spread the Zen love, and you're part of the love tsunami. So I really, really appreciate that. And for all your guys' love and support, thank you for all the donations. It's what allows me to continue to offer all the free readings. And I will be back, like I said, about 2 hours or so to finish out all the free readings. So till then, remember every second of every day of your life, you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you guys again, much love to you. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, wherever you're out in the world. Until I see you, so much love to you. You guys hang in there and take care. We'll see you.